remember. Other way.
What about the farm?
That's pretty. All right, here we go. What do you think, big girl? No? Okay. All right, welcome to our little farm. We started this YouTube channel 6 months ago or so, and we decided that it's time to introduce our farm in a more complete way. So I am the firefighter farmer. My wife is videoing Hannah, and these are our little munchkins. So
But I'm not a munchkin.
you're not a munchkin?
No.
Okay, what are you then?
I'm Amberly.
Oh, this is our little Amberly here. You're not a munchkin either?
But I'm not little.
You're Etta.
I'm Etta.
Okay.
I'm not
And you're
little.
Uzziah. No, you're not little. You're a big girl. You want a horse. Okay, so here's our pasture. So when we moved into this place 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was, none of the farming stuff was here. So this was an overgrown patch of bushes. There's like 5 or 6 trees in this area, and you couldn't walk through here. The only tree that's left of the original ones is this one right here in the middle, this cherry tree. It's not an edible cherry tree. It's some type of Asian cherry or something along those lines. The berries are really, really tart, but it blooms really nice white in the spring, so we decided to keep it. Over here in this corner, we have our spare pen with a few random tomatoes growing in it. So this is just a holding pen where we'll put, like, when the calf is born, or we have pigs or whatever. It's just a spare little holding pen that we don't really keep stuff in year round. Down here in the pasture, so like I said, none of this stuff was here when we moved in. We put this field lane in, all the fencing we put up. Over along the cornfield there, that was a thick row of brush, about 20 feet thick. You couldn't walk through it, couldn't see in it. It was gnarly, fox dens, nastiness, and we've been reclaiming that. So we're going through, and we've selectively cut down trees that we wanted to keep, or that we wanted to go, and keep the ones that we want to keep, and we're making pasture on it. There's still that crooked one down there in the corner. He's gonna come down one of these days. I just have to get to it. You wanna run around? The grass is slowly getting better and better and better. We have all kinds of grasses. We got clover, we got plantain, we got all kinds of stuff in here. But it's been getting heavier. The longer the cows are on it, and the more we rotational, or like intensively graze it or manage it, the better it gets. So obviously we have a very small pasture. So how I manage it is we let the cows on it for about 2 days at a time. We have 4 cows, so 4 cows on here 2 or 3 days at a time. They will eat this thing pretty clean, and then they come off of it for a little while again, and they go back up into the deep bedding, or the where they get hay and into the pen. So
chickens.
Oh yes, that's right. We also do the chicken tractors down here, the square low ones. I call them Southern style, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, we do the chicken tractors on here at least once or twice a year. The last time, you can kind of see where the grass is really fine down there in the corner. That was where the chicken tractor was last. So you can see how it really helps. Now, chicken manure is obviously hot manure. What is it, buddy? Okay, well, hurry up. Just wait, honey. What you're looking at. So, like I said, chicken manure is high in nitrogen, really good for the soil, but it is a hot manure. So the chicken tractors can be really hard on that spot. So this area right here, we did the first run of the year was down through this strip right here. And if you look how, and this is after grazed and mowed twice. And we're in July now, but look how thick and nice that section right there looks. It really is amazing what that chicken manure does to it. At first, you got to trust the process. At first, it looks like it's killing everything, but then you trust it and it comes right back and it's better than it was before. On up through this way. So up through here, this was that wood line that I was talking about that was...
You stepped right in poo.
well, yep, got a cow pie. That's okay.
But that's not a cow pie.
That we're
You
working
don't
at
eat that.
reclaiming. So you can see I got some pasture growing underneath these trees. There's one stump that was too big for my Mini X to get out, so that one's just gonna stay there. But moving along, we have the chicken house up here. We used to completely free range our chickens. And I like that way, but it makes such a mess out of the yard. Can't grow anything in the gardens. And just with our smaller area to work with, we've come to the solution of just keeping them in the chicken pen.
I don't like the
Right here. Over here. This was also completely overgrown. The first time we came up the driveway, these trees were so far out on both sides of the lane that the truck mirrors slapped on both sides coming up the driveway. So we've been slowly making that look like something. Still have a ways to go. Brush and stuff to clean up over there. Every farm has to have a place that equipment and hay bales and feed totes and everything like that gets parked, so this is part of that place. We got our feed bulk in 1,700 pound totes. It's the cheapest way to get the non-GMO feed. We have a feed mill one county over in Lancaster County that delivers out here, and that works really well. This is our brooder house. Okay, yeah. This is our brooder house here. In front of that is my stack of endlessly being used fence products and raw cut lumber. So I just keep a pile of that all the time. I'm always using it for something, all of our fencing. So I just always keep fence boards cut, and a 1x6 oak board you can use for anything. So I like to have a bunch of them on hand. Here's our brooder house. In here, we currently have our next batch of layers. They will be moving over to the main chicken house soon, and the ones that are over there will be going into the freezer for stewed chickens. So these guys need to get a little bit older yet. They're pullets, but they're ready to get out of the brooder house now. So we'll soon be moving them over.
And they're Easter eggers.
Yes, they are Easter eggers, so that's exciting. Oh, these aren't getting butchered. Those go over and they're gonna lay eggs for us. Here we have a few turkeys. They're gonna be coming out of there soon. This is actually our chicken tractor. But I just was holding them in here until they're gonna be going down in the holding pen in the pasture to start with. Get them some good green grass. And yeah, here we have our equipment yard and our shop area. As the name says, it's where we keep all of our equipment. I farm with old stuff because that's what we can afford, and I'm a sucker for an old farm art, so that's what we have. Here's our pile of gold. Now this is what we spread on our hay fields. This is in the process of composting right now. Pretty good pile here. That's our deep bedding. Behind me you see our shop area. It's messy. We're not going to go in there, but it's messy. If you watch any of my mechanical videos, you see me working in there. The latest one I did was, or I'm going to be doing, is on the 560. I recently just replaced the motor in that thing because we lost it while we were doing hay. So that's a project, but that video hasn't come out yet, so we'll get that one out soon. Look at these pears.
It's doing good.
So this is the second year we have this tree. It's all one-sided tree. Literally everything on this tree is growing on this side of the tree. Whatever reason. That's how it was when we got it. But it's got some nice looking pears on it this year.
This is delicious. Can I eat it?
Don't pick them yet.
Aw, why
Let them
not?
go. We gotta wait till they get ready.
Oh.
We tried peaches. We had 3 peach trees.
But some
We lost all of them. So I think we're gonna put some apricot trees in where the peach trees were. Maybe another apple tree. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe an apple tree. But we already have millions of apple trees. I don't think that's what Daddy's really saying.
Here's another apple tree.
Daddy,
Here's
look
a
how
little-
big this apple is.
I know.
Wow.
Alrighty. We should try to find a picture of what it looked like. Like I said, nothing was here when we moved into this place. There was no barn, there was no fencing, no sidewalks, no patio, nothing. This was just a overgrown wood line. the first edition of this was sketchy at best. But hopefully we can find a picture of it. Maybe you guys can see what that looked like. And when we first got, so we put up a wire field fence down there where you see where our pasture is. And we put the fence up. We didn't have a barn. We didn't have a milking stall. We had a fence and a gate. And we were like, hey, let's buy a milk cow. So we drove over to Lancaster and we picked up our first cow.
Yay! Yay!
She did good for us for several years, but she had a hoof issue, a birth defect that we didn't realize. We were first-time cow buyers, and
And some attitude.
And she had some attitude. She came off of a large-scale dairy and she wasn't accustomed to families. But anyway, we milked her tied to a fence post. And that was interesting. A few black and blue thumbs later and a lot of tears from my wife. So, as the name implies, I'm a firefighter. So I'm gone for 24 hours at a time, which means my wife has to take care of anything that I can't get done before I leave. Well, milking a cow obviously has to happen, you know, the day of, so I can't do that before I go. So she had some attitude problems that first cow we bought. Yeah, not my wife, the cow. And let's just say it was a character building time in our lives. But anyway, we moved on. We built the barn, and that morphed into this little barnyard area with the concrete sidewalk and berms.
Daddy, you remember when we painted that? Because we were thinking maybe we should paint that.
So we make small square bales, but we end up selling the small square bales and we feed round bales. That's all about how the numbers and dollars work.
I found two. I shot these.
All right, you can put them in your bin. So I feed round bales right here.
Hey, that's a big hole. I wonder if the bunny.
They dug the center out of that one.
Throw these in my beep.
In this pen we have Millie. She is a High Park Highland mix. She's about a year and 2 or 3 months. And hopefully she will be bred to Solomon up there in the corner.
We'll get a close up then later.
A year-old bull. He's a Highland Hereford mix. They're all smaller frames. The ducks in the middle are, what do we got here? Banana Top and
Tootsie.
And Tootsie.
Tootsie Roll.
They're our resident ducks. They keep the fly population down.
We got Dolly in a while ago.
Yep, and here we go. We have Dolly. Dolly grew up on our farm. And this is her second calf she'll be having. We just dried her up. So she'll be having a calf, Lord willing, here in the month of July here. So
Good.
but yeah, she's a good girl. Like I said, she grew up on our farm. And
She's a really good
she
girl.
is more social with humans than she is with cows.
We sold her in a while ago.
And then we bought her back.
And then bought her back. Yep.
And we bought her back.
But yeah, she's a good cow. We really like Dolly.
Who's gonna send me pictures to?
No, this is for all right. So this is the barn we built after we decided that we needed a milking stall. That tying her to a fence post in the pasture was just not going to work. Not for a cow that grew up on a dairy farm. So we built this. It's been through a few modifications since we first built it, to include digging out the floor and putting gravel and making an extension on the back. And
yeah, and then we built.
It's been a labor of love.
And then we built this fence around, and then we bought some things.
We have running water. We have our little milking station area over here. So it works out really, really well. And that just drains off. So
Can I drink this, Daddy?
yeah, you can drink out of that. Just make sure you flush it. So that works really well. we have
Daddy, can you
our
help me drink out of
fattening
that?
pen behind, and
Can you help me drink out of
this
that?
this is Boomer. He is Dolly's first calf actually, and he will be going to the butcher at some point this year here. So
He
Yep.
likes to peek his head in and say hello.
yeah, works pretty good because we feed him through the hole in the wall, or the not the hole, the window. We feed him through the window. As you can see, this barn is built into a bank here, so he's higher on the backside there. The ground level's higher than what it is inside the barn here. Over here we have our piggy pen. We got 4 little piggers in there. That's a good setup. We do deep bedding in there. We actually used, so with the pasture, that whole area and up alongside the barn here, that is now pasture that's under the trees that was a wood line before. It's got a pig bite on the rear end, so that's what that was. We used pigs the first 4 years to clean that out, and they did an amazing job. But this is how we're doing the piggies this year.
And we do have a few pickers.
And we've come to notice that we need pigs more than just in the fall. So in the past, we've always fattened them up over the summer and then butchered in the fall or butchered late fall, like November-ish. But we are going to change things up a little bit. We're going to butcher then, and then we're probably going to put another batch in. With this current setup here, I can winter them easier. So we're probably going to put a batch in, maybe even just 1 or 2 for the winter, so that we can have a spring pig to butcher as well. So.
That's area, of course, it's the duck area behind it. Also, where we keep our bikes and stuff. I was gonna tell this. I'm gonna tell my bunny. She is much bigger than she was when I got her. But yeah, this is her pen. We added this water toss. We first had a little bowl right here for her water, but we changed it to this because the bunny knows how to do that.
And what's your bunny's name?
Daisy. Like area and we like is this color and mine is red and
AKA,
this
this
is
is
pink.
kid zone, right, Zach?
And what?
This is the kid zone.
And this is where we keep the wagon too. And these things, the propane sometimes. And these is all our stuff.
You're rolling.
I'm the firefighter farmer's wife, Hannah, and I'm going to give the garden tour. So we have our cutting flowers here, although they're too pretty to cut, so we haven't even cut them yet. They're mostly zinnias, a few wildflowers scattered, and then some snapdragons in the fronts. And Josh built all this, made it look so beautiful and perfect with twinkle lights. We have 2 grapes on each end here, and azalea bushes that bloom a really pretty pink and white. And this is our garden area. I should turn around.
Good.
This is our garden area. So the past years we've done a garden in the ground garden, but the soil is so rocky and hard that nothing would grow. So this year we're trying it in raised beds, which has worked really, really well so far. So we have green beans over here, a volunteer pumpkin that is kind of taking over the garden. We have onions in here. We've already harvested the first batch and I'm doing the second one now. And we have tomatoes on each end. Something that's pretty cool to see is to compare the tomatoes. So they're both the same exact kind of tomato, but this side does not have any pig poop in the dirt and this side does. And this side is way fuller and doing really well. this was lettuce, and I just literally ripped it out yesterday. I'm gonna put a new batch in, ready for salads.
You can see what we mean by the soil. So this is a little taste of our soil. It is all red clay and shale. So we're working at bringing it back.
Okay. We also have some cabbage. I've never grown cabbage before, so I don't know if we'll get any or not. Some of them look maybe okay. I'm not really sure. We'll see if we end up getting anything. And then we have some kale that's about at the end of its life. And we did have a lot of carrots in here, but we've already harvested those. And my plan is to rip this whole area up and put some more beans in. And then let's show our...
All right, you're up.
Okay, this is where we had our potatoes. We got 2 bushel baskets out of this area. We're gonna plant some more, and then we also have our 2 lonely pepper plants here. If you come over on this side, I have dreams of having a hydrangea hedge along this fence here, and that's Bexley in there. She has her own space. She's a friendly dog, but she eats the chickens, so she...
You're rolling.
All right, this is our tea/herb garden. We have, as you can see, tons and tons of mint and meadow tea over here. Both of these we got roots from Josh's mom. And this is lemon balm. We have some calendula here, lavender, chamomile, and I have holy basil. This is chicory root, which I've never grown that before. And I have comfrey, mullein. There's some more basil there. I think that's all for herbs right now. And then we just have some flowers here along the front.
Mulch is yet to happen this year, but it will be happening at some point. You want a picture? Oh, you got one. All right. So when we moved into this place, there was trees and bushes covered basically the whole front of the house. The patio, the porch was there, but the patio was not there. So we poured the patio and the sidewalk and all that. And then this is an area that we just love to have people over. We sit about 600 to 800 feet off the road, and we just love to have people over. It's such a peaceful, quiet place. Everybody that comes here just can't get over how peaceful it is. And we are extremely blessed to be here. God has given us a place here that we couldn't have ever dreamt of having on our own. And so it is our desire and our pleasure to be able to share that with other people and to see what God hath wrought, not what we hath wrought. But so yeah, that's our little farm. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And we'll see you
Buster, come here. Come here.
Hey, Buster.
Come here.
Good boy. Come on.
We almost forgot to introduce.
Good boy.
This
The
is
patriarch
Buster.
dog.
Yeah.
He's been with us since 2 months after we got married, before all the kids. He's basically an old man now.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good boy. He's our quote-unquote livestock guardian dog. Right, Buster?
Yeah, this is Buster. And if you're a postman that comes here, I'm sorry that he eats your tires.
Or a UPS guy.
Yeah.
were you trying to show me, honey?
This spot.
Yeah.
Can't go last time. Don't catch me. It might be kind of. Whoa. Did you? What?